Hello and welcome to DoubleHit. I'm Rob.
And I'm Harry.
No wait,
I'm Rob.
I'm Harry. Even us twins get confused. We give a fan's perspective on all things Scottish rugby. It's completely unfiltered. So if you enjoy this content, give us a like and subscribe and sit back and enjoy the show. Thank you.
Hello and welcome back to DoubleHit. Today we're going to talk about Glasgow back on top.
Glasgow.
And we're going to look at Edinburgh's game against the Dragons and look at the upcoming games this weekend for both sides. So the Glasgow game, what do you think?
I think it's important to note that victory, before we get digging into the game, means that our fate is in our own hands now. And that's important. We don't need to rely on other results. We basically just need to now win against Ulster. That's something that's important to note. And I think we'll do it, man.
I think looking at the Cardiff game, they looked back to
themselves.
It just shows you, man, what a difference George Horne makes.
Nah, man.
He is like the defining factor in that side at times.
He's a bit of a lifeblood of the team,
he is. And you hear the way that spoke, like, see if it was Jamie Dobie, you'd be like, aye, we're all right. We would be fine. Mm-hmm. Like, arguably, Jamie Dobie will take that mantle at some point. But see, whilst George Horne's around, my God, he is the man for Glasgow Warriors.
You even looked at his ruck speed. I mean, how many times does he pick off the back of the ruck and make 10, 15 yards?
It's just the defence are constantly questioning when George Horne's on the ball. Like, because he is so quick at the breakdown, but it's like just his energy around the field for the players. Yeah. Like he is the heartbeat of that side. Doesn't matter who the captain is. George Horne to me is the most important player for the mentality of that side.
He is the Warriors.
He is
the ultimate warrior.
And you think about, like, Cardiff put a good team out as well. I think Josh Adams was exposed at 13 defensively a few points. I feel like over the last month I've started slipping away from Dan Lancaster a wee bit, man. Like, I'm just like, some of his kicking was quite poor. Yeah. His decision making at times wasn't great, and I wonder if he's actually a wee knock of confidence has happened from those last 3 games.
The thing is, he's also young, so it's like he's still not matured as a rugby player in the sense that you look at Finn Russell's he's always been the perfect example of this. He makes mistakes and he shrugs them off because he doesn't care.
Aye, laughs about it.
Dan Lancaster seems to, like we were saying, it might be in the back of his head and he's kind of overthinking things.
Yeah, so I was just a wee bit unsure of him. There was interest in the first kind of 10 minutes of the game, though. We just could not get out the half, and it looked like our exit strategy just wasn't great. Yeah. And something else I thought, how mental is it how Hugh Jones is just completely fallen out of favour?
I think it's a similar thing though. Like, is there any point in firing Hugh Jones in all the time right now when he's leaving, man?
I don't even think. I think it's because he's.
So you think it's because he's getting played out?
No, I think he's not in form. I think he's off form. Yeah. I can't think of any other reason. Like, you would, if Hugh Jones,
he had a good Six Nations though. He might not
certain players. Franco doesn't pick the same as Gregor.
You're right. He picks different players for different reasons, and Hugh Jones might just not have what Franco's looking for, and Stafford just kind of brings to the table exactly what.
It is interesting seeing that. Like, you're thinking like you would just have Huey Pilotu. What a combination that is! But when Stafford's playing, you're like, you don't miss him.
No.
So it's quite. And
it's weird though, but for Scotland, you'd
100% have Hugh Jones.
Yeah.
So but then look at who your talisman is at 10.
That makes a big difference.
Huge difference. Whereas Stafford's a bit more of a ball player.
Right.
So it takes a bit of. Stafford takes that kind of 10 role at times.
He's got sometimes. A really good kick. You're right, actually.
Whereas Finn is running the attack for Scotland. So Hugh Jones just has to just do what he's good at.
That's a good point.
Steno's try. Absolute belter.
He's got wheels on him, man.
Steno, he looks quicker.
Yeah, over his first 10 metres, he is rapid.
He is.
His top end speed isn't like, Doohan Brine top end speed, but it's impressive, man.
Steno was good. Under the high ball, he was rock solid as well, like all game. He was actually awesome.
Steno has adjusted to the modern game of rugby so well.
Yeah.
He is just a well-rounded winger, and he does everything that modern wingers have to do. Because modern wingers have to be... Mate, a few times he done it on Friday night as well. His defensive reads are incredible.
Awesome.
He kills momentum.
He does.
Kills momentum.
He cuts in at just the right point.
And kills their momentum. So wingers have to be able to do that. They need to be solid under the high ball, and they need to... What's his kicking like, actually? You don't see him kicking a lot.
No, you actually don't see Steno kick too much. He obviously can kick. He's a good kicker, but you think about now, though, depending on where you... Because where the nines kick, it's quite close to touch. So then a lot of the time, the ball's going... You're either going straight into contact because it's contestables, or you're playing infield to your fullback. Because very rarely is a kick not getting competed now. So Steno's, more often than not, Steno is taking the high ball and getting tackled straight away.
True.
Or it's going into congestion, but I think he is just an all-round player. Wee bit worrying about Alex Samuel.
I know.
God, didn't look great, man.
No.
Like, see those ones that are like quite innocuous as well? Because he almost just like turned and he caught, was it Patrick Schickerling? Caught his leg, and it was like he almost stood on his foot, and then see, to me that looks like,
they're the ones where it's like it could easily be a ligament or something like
popped,
that. Yeah, it's weird with ligaments. It is like the really like discrete movements almost that is an awkward angle that make your ligaments go.
It's crazy that he can run full tilt into somebody and it's fine, but then he does like a little twist, and then that could have done something. So that didn't look great. No. And you're thinking, hopefully there's chat. Maybe if not next week. We've been saying this for about fucking 2 months. The second row's coming back, but hopefully they'll be back on Friday night. And you just think if Alex Samuels is out for any period of time, that again, because he's our go-to second rower right now, he has held the fort with Scott Cummins. He's done well. And it's like, we've just been so unlucky. We've talked about it all the time, but it is like ridiculous how arguably the three best second rows we have are all out.
We shout out Johnny Matthews, potentially his last home game.
Aye.
Because he's probably not going to be in the knockouts, so it'll probably be...
Do you think? I think they'll keep Johnny Matthews. I think that's actually quite a good lineup there. Johnny Matthews starting with Gregor Hiddleston on the bench. I think that's actually a pretty decent...
It could be his last home game. He got a try in it, and it does seem like the crowd gave him an ovation because of that. You know, that could potentially be his last home match. And everything, we've obviously not been his biggest fan, right? But when everything's said and done, like, he's done a lot of good things for the Warriors, scored a lot of tries, and you know, he puts a lot out there. You know, you can't take that away from Johnny Matthews. He puts his heart and soul into the match.
He does, definitely. He 100% does. But, so we need to see what comes of that with his... we'll be having quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Like, we'll be at Scotstoun for guaranteed now. So I'm sure he'll get a run of it. Ollie Smith's kick to the corner.
Belter.
Man, he's turning. I think Ollie Smith, like, we're talking about these utility backs. Ollie Smith is top tier utility back right now. And it's quite funny because Glasgow is like inundated by these utility backs.
They seem to breed them, man.
Because you think about Kyle Rowe, for instance, like he covers across the back three. Ollie Smith can play centre all across the back three. Jamie Dobie, obviously scrum half, probably back three.
Hugh Jones would play full back as well.
See, Franco's never played him full back.
He did. He used to quite a lot.
I don't think so. It was under Danny
on
Wilson.
The wing. He would play him on the wing.
I can't. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't remember Franco playing Hugh Jones at 15.
Or he played him.
Danny Wilson used to play him a lot at 15, but I don't remember. I can't remember a time that Franco's played him at 15. But you think, we were talking about this the other day, that back three now is like one position.
Yeah.
They're all like, that soon there's going to be like this transition in rugby and there's going to be basically like 5 positions.
Yeah.
Back three, centre, the centres, scrum half, 10, they're specialist. All the back rows are like the same.
Second row is
the same position. And then
props are almost like interchangeable.
See, it's so hard though because no one plays tight head and loose head. So The front three is still
Yeah,
specialist.
no, they will be specialists.
So maybe I'll rejig
Like 8
that
positions
point.
or something.
Aye, but I'll rejig that point. The backs is going to be like
yeah,
4 positions.
yeah.
So it's quite interesting, like that evolution of rugby, because you used to think a fullback used to be so specialised, but then
I think there might be a video coming out this week that might be examining.
maybe
this
we're
case
dropping the hint there
on Thursday.
but it is interesting just seeing that. But Ollie Smith, man, that fucking kick was absolutely crack.
Mate, he's came back from injury looking like a different player.
He's looking brilliant.
Hungry. He is hungry to get, into Scotland and, get a bigger contract and stuff like that. And that's what you want.
Yeah, these
You want
boys
guys
come
that come
through.
pushing for positions,
It's just we're pretty covered now, actually, with the wings when you think about it, when they're all there. Because obviously Kyle Rhodes came in at the weekend, he played well, but he's not been getting a game just because of like form, really. But the Champions Cup, whereas you're like, Kyle Rhodes would 100% be there, but he wasn't. So interesting when he stopped going on about the fucking Champions Cup, because it's like
what is that?
Flogging a dead horse.
Doesn't really matter anyway.
I know. Edinburgh. Right. What a victory against the Dragons.
Good. No.
Did you see that stat about
I've got it.
Edinburgh played?
I'm going to read it. Right. So Edinburgh have beaten every team from 10th place to 16th. They've beaten all of them. They've not beaten anyone from number 1 to 8. They have beat Edinburgh.
That is staggering.
They play Connacht this weekend in number 9. So that decides if they can beat a top 10 team.
Yeah, but that kind of summarises Edinburgh.
That graphic's brilliant.
Aye, who? Yeah, I always like to credit who it was.
I don't know. I got off Reddit.
Aye, whoever made that graphic, because it shows like URC table.
Yeah,
and like who Edinburgh's beaten, who Edinburgh's lost to, and then who Edinburgh's not played.
It just basically shows if you beat Edinburgh, you're probably in the top 8.
Aye.
If you lose to Edinburgh, you're probably from.
So Edinburgh are the slayers of the top, the outside the top 10.
They're menaces.
They slay
the bottom of the table.
The bottom of the table, slayers.
Bottom feeders.
Aye, they are. But it's, again, like the Dragons, pointless game. There was nothing to play for, but
but they have looked better. They have looked better, more
which was interesting.
Hector Patterson is looking.
He looks legit
impressive.
I thought that in the under 20 Six Nations, and he looks fucking.
He looks great. Yeah.
Imagine this the standoff that Jack DL. He looked awesome in the under 20s. I think he's like 17.
Yeah, it's insane. Tom English made a good point that they've signed this Grayson from Northampton.
Well, he's Japan.
Aye, but he played in Northampton.
Played 100 games for Northampton.
So they've almost signed him to maybe play a couple of seasons and then make way for Jake DL to come in.
Well, the thing about Jake DL, he looks class.
Yeah, very skilled.
He looks very good. Obviously, we've got our win over at Glasgow, but like you just hope Edinburgh have got some really promising talent coming through, and you're like, let's hope they get nurtured. Because see, if someone like him was at Glasgow, I don't want to say like make too big of an assumption here, but you'd be looking at potentially another Finn Russell.
Yeah,
that's how fucking good he looked.
That's not a stretch to say how good he's looking.
He looked awesome.
But this is almost like what Nusafora. Is he kind of working what he's doing there?
Nah, but it's like they're hardly playing. Like they made a good point about how these boys are hardly playing. Yeah. But that halfback combination
that would be
of Hector Patterson and Jake DL would be unreal. So because he'll be playing under 20s for another couple of years. I have to big shout out for Glenn Young. What a fucking chase back on Rio Dyer.
He's got wheels, man.
He's fucking fast. He runs like the guy, bloody big oaf man, like Mr. chasing Mr. Gilmore, but
that's Mr. Gilmore's jacket.
He actually looked like that, but mate, he fucking caught Rio Dyer.
That must be so demoralising as a winger to get caught by a bloody
So we have some
back rower.
Don't know what they're doing in Scotland, but there's absolute wheels. In the back row.
So porridge, mate.
The porridge. Did you see the hit that Tia Ploto was in as well? So the Dragons player jumped for that ball, and then one player tackling the legs, and then Tia Ploto absolutely melted him up top. see when that happens and like one's the other one way and then the other's go, you're like, that could be serious injury.
I know, man. It's probably one thing I would say in rugby. You're like, oh, you know, like that could cause serious injury. You know, like mate, like hip dislocations and stuff like that could cause me.
It's like there was obviously a yellow card, and you're like, it's kind of fair enough. But Tiapolo's actually looking quite good since he came back.
No, he is.
Which was again is promising. So you think, listen, like we're talking about Jack DL there, he's not going to come through for years. You know, he's still a boy.
He's probably got 3 years until he's probably
till he's actually
20 years old.
Through.
You don't want to bring them in.
10. Well, Marcus Smith came in at 18.
Yeah, true.
So Marcus Smith feels like he's been around forever, and he's like 25.
25.
So you know they could bring him in, but you just need to watch because you know 10 is probably a position you could, because it's not, you can be as physical as you want to be, especially when you've got somebody like Tiapolo playing outside. You just get him as your like swap you and interchange you at set plays or something. But so it would be good to see him get in, but it wouldn't be for years. So they're still struggling with that 10. Grayson obviously is there. Ross Thompson, like let's not again. We'll be flogging a dead horse. So we're talking about Ross Thompson.
Doohan.
Aye, 2 tries. I mean, they weren't. I feel like we're fucking Doohan's biggest critics, man. In fact, are we just everyone's biggest
We're
critics?
just critics.
We're just Scottish fucking negative as fuck.
We shouldn't mention the video coming out.
I swear we do like some players.
I like Doohan. Doohan
is
great,
awesome.
But
His tries were. His second one, I was like, the first one was a walk-in. I could have scored that. Well, they probably pulled a fucking hammy or something. But the first one was a walk-in, and then the second one was just absolutely shocking defence from the Dragons. Obviously, you got to see his power coming through, bouncing off a few players, but a couple of tries.
He is an incredible runner.
He is an unbelievable runner.
Like, he's one of the best runners in the world.
Mate, I'm going to say he's one of the best runners there's ever been in rugby.
For his vision for space and then ability to carry momentum is incredible. But we've spoken about it before, modern wingers, they need more than that.
They need more.
You know?
You probably get away with it at club. Like Doohan, but Doohan's just never really... When Doohan started playing for Scotland, he just never really showed up.
Before he started playing for Scotland, he had some like absolute belter.
He was fucking brilliant. And then since he started playing for Scotland, I don't know why, he just kind of lost form a little bit, and he's never really hit those heights again for Edinburgh. But let's hope next year he gets a little bit more momentum going and he does a wee bit more. But you think about some of the tries Doohan scored over the years, they're all against England, the screamers.
Yeah.
But Doohan has scored some of the best tries I've ever fucking seen.
Ever.
So looking forward to this weekend then, like huge business. Imagine we finish top. That would be incredible.
Well, we were talking about this last week at the possibility of Ulster throwing out potentially not their strongest team so that they can focus on the Challenge Cup final.
Aye.
However, they can't, mate. They're in the run. They're in the battle for eighth, mate. They need to. They're like 1 point. There's like 1 point in it. They need to get a result against us actually to stay in it. So,
well, they need a result.
Nah,
they're 1 point.
They have to win basically.
Especially. Well, the only team that can knock them out is Connacht.
Yeah, but so Connacht beat Edinburgh.
But Edinburgh, I'm not saying they're going to be thinking like this, but you're like, Edinburgh are looking all right, so I can see Edinburgh definitely beating Connacht. But I just don't think Ulster can even take that risk.
No, Ulster have to throw the. They have to throw the sink at us.
Ulster looked good.
They do look good.
They looked fucking really good. But even against the Stormers, like the Stormers, fully loaded, looked fucking awesome. And I mean that try they got was an absolute screamer.
Every single player
touched the ball. It was a fucking
offloads everywhere.
They just played and they were down to 14 men as well.
Brilliant rugby.
Oh no, sorry, they weren't. They got the yellow card right there.
That was like an old school try. Wasn't it?
Oh, was that fucking?
You don't see a lot of tries like that anymore.
But for us, we're obviously
we need to
1 point at the top. We have to win.
We have to win. What's the point difference like if we get 4 points and
Stormers would finish top.
So we have to win. We have to win with a bonus point.
We need a bonus point. But mate, Stormers are playing Cardiff in Cardiff.
They're going to be going full noise though.
and Cardiff played shite there.
Aye, mate.
So
it's gonna be an interesting final weekend, but I think we'll win.
we're
With a bonus point.
A bonus point.
That's a wee bit. The bonus point's the worrying bit.
And that is because then if Stormers get a bonus point win, that's
They don't even
5.
need a bonus point. Oh no, they do.
Aye, they need a bonus
Aye.
point. And it's so shit. It's really tight because you think this now, if we lose and Leinster win, then they could come top. So 3 teams can finish top on the last day.
Doesn't matter if we come top anyway because we're not getting a fucking home final.
We'll just be back to. We're just testing out
We're just going to see the
testing out
home
the
venue.
Kingspan.
Aye, it's
Just
ridiculous.
testing out the Kingspan Stadium. Just see what it's like
Ridiculous,
for our home game.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
Mate, we can still finish. Is it 4th or 3rd? We can still finish.
Like you said at the start, though, it's in our hands.
It's in our hands, but it's going to be tough.
It's in our hands. We're going to be going full noise, and you think they've got a week off after this before the quarterfinals. So do you know what I think though? I think Ulster are going to win.
I think. Do you?
Aye.
Ulster have looked good, and they actually look very strong at home.
We look vulnerable.
We look.
Cardiff were shite
Yeah.
at the weekend. We looked like we were decent, but I genuinely feel until we get back more of the boys from injury, I just don't know if we're going to be there.
Yeah.
And that's a big ask to go to Ulster and beat them.
Also, travelling away from home, man, you just never are the same team. And we've, let's be honest, not been the strongest away from home this year.
Nah, man. We could finish 3rd. What do you think? What's your prediction?
I think we'll win, but not with a bonus point, and we'll end up coming 2nd. I know.
Stormers are going to win.
Aye.
Leinster are going to win.
The 2 of them, I think, are going to get 5 points.
And then 3rd. So we'll get home
Quarter, and
quarter
that's it.
away to semis.
Anyway, Edinburgh.
Depending. You can still be home in the semis.
The whole
You
thing.
could still be
There's so
home.
many. Edinburgh. I think Edinburgh will beat Connacht at home.
Edinburgh will be Edinburgh play amazing whenever there's fuck all in
Nothing
the
to play
line.
for,
So Edinburgh probably will win.
5 points.
And it's
Do I guess a hat trick?
Do I not get a hat trick? And but you know what? We will know the outcome essentially by Friday night.
Yep.
So thanks for watching this week. Let us know what your thoughts are on this. Where do you think Glasgow are going to finish? What do you think the top 3 is going to look like?
Yeah.
And we'll pick apart these games next week in the pod, so make sure you join us then. And thanks for watching.
See ya.